Hello, friends. Welcome to day 2 of our 30-day Teamcenter Interview Preparation series. In day 1, we discussed PLM fundamentals and Teamcenter architecture. Today, we are going to clearly understand how the Teamcenter data model works, how data flows in real projects, and how check in and check out are handled in the system. To begin with, let's understand what the Teamcenter data model actually means. In Team Center, the data model defines how business objects such as items, item revisions, data sets, and BOM structures are organized and related to each other. This is extremely important because every engineering activity in Team Center depends on these relationships. Without understanding the data model, it becomes difficult to understand how Team Center behaves in real scenarios. Now, let's walk through the data flow step by step, starting from the very first object. The data flow in Team Center always begins with an item. An item represents the product or part identity in the system. It acts as a unique reference for that product throughout its life cycle. However, the item itself does not represent design changes. Instead, it acts as a container that holds different versions of the product. Under an item, item revisions are created. An item revision represents a specific version of the product, such as revision A, B, or C. Whenever a design change occurs, a new item revision is created instead of modifying the existing revision. This approach ensures proper version control and complete traceability of changes across the product lifecycle. To clearly differentiate between these two, the item represents the product identity while the item revision represents the version of that product. In Team Center, most business operations such as attaching files, creating BOMs, and applying workflows are performed on the item revision rather than directly on the item. Once an item revision exists, the next part of the data model is the data set. Data sets are used to manage files related to an item revision, such as CAD files, PDFs, JT files, and drawings. The important point to understand here is that the dataset metadata is stored in the Teamcenter database, while the actual files are managed separately by the FMS. These datasets are attached to item revisions using predefined relationships, which allows Teamcenter to manage files efficiently without storing large binary data directly into the database. Before any modifications are made to these objects, Teamcenter enforces a control mechanism known as checkout. Checkout places a lock on the object so that only one user can modify it at a time. This is essential in a multi user environment as it prevents conflicting changes and ensures data consistency. There are two types of checkout in Team Center: explicit and implicit. Explicit checkout occurs when a user manually selects the checkout option before making changes. This is commonly done when modifying item revisions, BOM structures, or non CAD datasets. In this case, the user is fully aware that the object is locked for editing. Implicit checkout, on the other hand, happens automatically without the user manually selecting the checkout option. For example, when a CAD dataset is opened in an authoring tool like NX, Teamcenter automatically checks out the object in the background. This allows users to work naturally without worrying about manual locking while still maintaining control and data integrity. After the required changes are completed, the object is checked in. Check-in saves the updated information into Teamcenter and releases the lock on the object. Once the object is checked in, other users can view or modify it based on their access permissions. After item revisions and datasets are in place, the next important structure is the BOM. BOM stands for Bill of Materials and defines the product structure using parent child relationships. In Team Center, BOMs are always created using item revisions, not items. This allows different revisions of the same product to have different structures if required. If we summarize the complete data model flow, it looks like this. First, an item is created, item revisions are created under it, datasets are attached to the item revision, objects are checked out for modification, changes are checked in, and finally, the BOM is built using item revisions. This completes day 2 of our Teamcenter interview preparation series, where we clearly covered the Teamcenter data model, working flow, and check in and check out concepts in detail. In day 3, we will move one step further and cover revise versus save as, release status, ownership, and access control. Thanks for watching.